Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 7th of June 2021 and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, today we have a video review and the topic is how to make diseases disappear. And before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright, so here we go. Okay, so for this video, it talk about uh, our health. Yeah, and also yeah, it also mentioned that many of the medicine and also the treatments nowadays that we can get from clinic, hospital, actually uh, they are they are just uh, trying to cure uh, the symptoms instead of to cure the diseases.
The causes it.
Yeah, yeah. For example, if you have headache, and then what they do is just to make you feel there is no headache. Yeah, but they are not trying to find out why you will have this headache, and then uh, to to fix the real cause that make you have the headache. Yeah, they're not. They didn't focus on this part. They focus on how to make you just feel comfortable instead of uncomfortable, right? Yeah, and then I think for this one, maybe the traditional Chinese medicine uh, uh, do better than uh, uh, the Western medicine. Yeah, for some traditional Chinese medicine, the way that they give the medicine and treatments, they will try to find out the cause of our illness. But I think it is still uh, maybe it is still not enough. Yeah, like the video said, it lines up some common causes of a few of diseases. Yeah, let's say the diabetes, high blood pressure, Alzheimer, and then yeah, a few of these big disease, which seems like once we get it, and then it's very hard to reverse, right?
Mm.
Yeah, for these big diseases, yeah, the speaker lined up some common diseases. So I think from here we can being an unusual person, not a doctor, I think this is a part where we can start to do something. Yeah, because really, if we are not doctor, we are not people from these uh, medical and medicine field, and that we may not know what exactly is the cause, and then what we can do, what medicine we can take. Yeah, but at least we can do something to prevent from getting these uh, chronic diseases. Yep, and then yeah, I also think that for these uh, big illnesses, it's better to uh, it's better for us to take a long-term strategy to deal with it, which is to yeah, it is we can uh, we can deal with this by, let's say, forming some habit or breaking some bad habit. Yeah, from a long term. And also we said before, uh, many of the time people underestimate the long-term uh the long-term uh effect. Yeah, and then for illnesses, for diseases, I think it's also the same. Yeah, for some illnesses, I think it is not something that we do something just one or two times and then we will get the disease. And maybe it's something that we have been doing for, let's say, 5 or 10 years or even more. And after that, we get this disease. So I think one way for usual people we can do um, is to do something according to the causes which the video mentioned out. Yeah, for example, diet, stress, sleep, physical activity. Uh, yeah, for a few other, I think it's also uh, quite hard for me to understand. Let's say environmental toxins, infections. Yeah, for these two, yeah, maybe I need to do more research to find out how to deal with it with a long-term strategy. Yeah, so these are my thoughts for this video. How about you, Eric?
Mm. Yeah, do you remember the common things this doctor mentioned in the video? The first is the diet, and
Oh
the
yeah.
second, I think uh he had he has mentioned about the five things:
Mm-mm.
diet, stress, and sleep,
Yeah.
and also the environment.
Mm.
Yeah, and the last one I forget already. Oh,
Yeah.
exercise. Yeah, I think it's a
Exercise.
physical
Mm.
exercise.
Yep.
Mm, yeah, and then and then uh how many things we have already do
Mm.
nowadays?
Yeah.
Mm,
You mean we have been doing well?
yeah.
Okay, I think um okay, maybe diet for me, I think I'm not doing very well, but I think I have been doing it quite well, quite okay. And then for sleep also not a problem because I didn't stay up late so often. And then physical activity. For this one, previously I would say, yeah, I am doing a lot of exercise, which I think I did. Yeah, but actually 2 days ago I played basketball with my brother. Yeah, he actually did exercise every day. And then I found that wow, uh, because one years ago, yeah, he couldn't beat me in basketball. Yeah, but 2 days ago, it's a big difference. Yeah, so I can see that the everyday training can really improve our stamina. Yeah, so maybe I need to work harder to do more exercise because really recently I also spend lesser time in exercise. So maybe I need to try to form a habit to do exercise maybe half an hour a day.
Mm,
Yep, so this is the part I need to work harder. And also for stress, this part I couldn't say I am having trouble uh, about this, and also I couldn't say I'm doing well. And as a result, I think this is also a part that I need to work harder. Yeah. And for environmental toxins, I afraid I didn't understand what this mean. Could it be something like air pollution, or uh, uh, yeah, I didn't understand this. What do they mean environmental factor?
I think maybe is the person you be with,
Mm.
and it also, for example, the whether this is a positive environment, and uh, you stay you stay in a positive environment or you stay in a negative environment which keep complaining rather than like grateful to something.
Oh,
I
so it
think
can
if
be mentally, right?
yeah, it could be mentally, but it also could be
Mm.
external. Yeah.
Mm.
If you stay in a negative environment, how can you be positive all the time?
Mm. Yeah.
And maybe this is one side of the environment, and the second side of the environment could be the external environments. Maybe in the big cities, yeah, versus you are in a small town, yeah, they were
Mm.
they were in something like in an environment which will make you feel rush, make you feel stress,
Mm.
and make you like uh careless about your life, but care more about the productivities,
Mm.
care more about
Yeah.
the results. It also could be the environment.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. It reminds me of the video last week that you shared with me,
Mm,
which the noise of the traffic can also
mm,
cause health problem.
mm.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So about the diet, now I seldom eat outside. Okay. I think about the diet, uh, I can pass the bottom line. Yeah,
Mm.
I think I can pass the bottom line. So this is the first one. The second one is the physical exercise. I think this one, mm, my sit I also I also face the same situation as you. Even though I work to office and also work to homes,
Mm.
I uh I commuting by my foot,
Mm.
so that I don't take bus. I every days I will need to walk around 3 km,
Mm.
3 km. So this is uh besides that I also do daily exercise at
Yeah.
my room. Okay, this is about like uh about 5 minutes to 10 minute exercise every day. Okay,
Mm.
so this is all the exercise I did every day. But but actually, how about how about my energy and also my manpower, my abilities,
Mm.
my what is this called, the performance. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. And actually it's not that great. For example, I cannot I cannot keep running. I cannot keep running like other people. And but it doesn't mean that I cannot do that. It just requires some training. And also, I remember in the past, few years ago, when I go to the swimming pool, I can swim like at least the I think at least 4 rows, with non-stop. But I think nowadays, if I want to do, maybe at most I can only do like 2 rows. Maybe 1 row. Yeah, 1 row to 2 rows. Yeah, because I have some testing. I have one experience that allowed me to test this, which is also a few years ago, but it's around like 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, and at that time, I can only swim like 1 or 2 rows. So actually my performance had dropped. Yeah. So
Yeah,
and
so
it
do you
actually,
think we need to do something to maybe change the way we did exercise?
yeah, maybe we need to do that. Okay, and because exercise have 2 types. Okay, and the first type is like the weightlifting. Okay, so and the second type is like the swimming. Okay,
Yeah.
and like the running. Running, all that is called the hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
And the swimming and the running, and that that's called the aerobic exercise, which
Yeah.
is the yu yang. Okay, and another type is actually the anaerobic. Okay, anaerobic exercise, which is the wu yang. Yeah, and if you want a better sport performance, and for example, if you want the overall sport performance, so you can do the anaerobic exercise. In long term, it will increase your overall performance. But if you want to train the sport performance in a particular sport, so you want to improve your performance in a particular sport, for example, like the basketball or like the running or swimming, then you need to keep doing the particular exercise.
Yeah.
So that, for example, if you want to swim better, so you just keep swimming, and you plus some weightlifting. So it will be very great. So that means you increase the time you spend in exercise, physical exercise, and also you combine the anaerobic and also the aerobic. So it will be great. It will be a great it will be great for exercise. So all I mean is it is a good weight, and also it is a good combination of doing exercise. For example, some people, some scientific research show that we can, if we do exercise 3 rows a week, 3 times a week, and each time at least 30 to 45 minutes, and then it will like increase our happiness, not only the physical and also the mental, and of course it will make you more healthier. And it is a simple thing, and but most of us cannot do that. Still didn't do that. Yeah. And in this 3 roads for which you can mix. For example, the first day you go to swim, and second day you go for runs, and maybe the third day you go to gym. You go to the gym room. Yeah. And then another scientific research also show that doing the exercise, actually the better way is variety. Variety is actually quite important, because our body can adapt the stress. The stress come from the physical exercise. So if we keep doing the same exercise along the year, and the returns to your body and also the returns to you, mental and physical, will be limited. So if you can change and you bring the freshness into your exercise, and it will be great. So you can keep maintain the benefits, maintain the physical exercise benefits at a high level. Okay, and this is about the exercise. Okay, the next is the it's the stress. Okay, stress, I think I don't have much stress currently. Okay, and maybe this stress, we can have different perspective to look at the stress. We can have different perspective to look at the stress. So at least we are not working high stress environments, and also maybe work-life balance matter. Okay, but I'm not sure. Okay, but if we look at the stress from another perspective, which is whether you like what you do. So it's about the passions. Yeah. So if you have passion on your work, so maybe you feel stressed, you still feel stressed. Okay, but because this is something that you like to do, so I think you are willing to take the challenge. You are willing to work hard to do better. Okay, so this is something like a positive spiral, and you work hard, and then you become better. So you feel less stress. Okay, or maybe you gain a greater responsibility, and then now you can do better. Then you work more harder. Yeah, you work more harder because you can do something better. So you pick up something harder. Okay, and the stress level increase. Okay, but eventually you can adapt that. You can adapt the stress. Yeah, because this is how you improve yourself. It's the only way. So instead of keep avoiding the stress, maybe we should take some stress. So that we are not always stay in the comfortable zones.
Also like take some challenge, right?
Yeah. So this is about the stress. And the next is the environment. Okay, environment, just now we discussed a bit already. And maybe we can bring in some exercise. For example, like be more grateful. Okay, and also some of the exercise is something like the writing, write 5 things. Write 5 things you are grateful in a day. So you do this every day, or maybe you do this every week. Yeah. So write something you are grateful. Yeah. Maybe it could be your college, maybe it could be your partner, maybe it could be your students, maybe it could be your student parents. Yeah, all that. Or maybe it could be something, someone you don't recognize. Yeah. Maybe it's a YouTuber, or maybe it's a cashier. It's a cashier who smiled to you when you pay on the counter. Or maybe it is some people who's uh uh who say a thank you to you. Yeah, it also could be something that for you to 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 bless, to grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also another research is that, which is how you see the world and how the world treat you. Yeah, and
Okay.
this is something, quite it is something quite unreasonable. Okay, but after some research, the scientists actually found that, yeah, it's true. And when you think other people will do something bad on you, and they actually will do something bad on you, and when you think something, when you think someone is good person, and they will collaborate with you, and they'll help you, and more likely they'll help you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, your perspective to the world will affect your performance. So maybe it will affect your attitude and affect your behavior. So maybe okay, for example, optimistic versus the pessimistic. Okay, and which will get better results, which will get better performance, obviously is the optimistic person.
Yeah.
Optimistic. Yeah, the person who had this attitude, these characters in long terms. Okay, and so this is a simple example. Of course, they have a lot of example. For example, if you think you can change something, so this is something like the growth mindset, and also another is the conventional mindset, which is also the fixed mindset. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the person who have growth mindsets, they will take challenge, and they'll put themselves on the line. They will keep improve themselves. Okay. But for the person who has the fixed mindset of the conventional mindset, and they'll think the fate, everything is the fate. Yeah. And they couldn't change anything.
Yeah.
They couldn't change because they think they couldn't change anything, so that they don't change anything. Yeah. And this is about the environment.
Yep.
And this is about internal. So how about externals? And yeah, even though in the big cities, you can also move to somewhere which is less noisy, and also less the noise pollution, and also less like the smell pollutions, or maybe the sight pollution. Yeah, it's something that we can choose.
Yeah.
And about our working environments, we also can choose. We also can choose to join the company who have at least have the have at least have an average working environment. So the environment is not that bad.
Yeah.
And maybe this environment is too big to us, and we focus about the big environment, but we usually ignore the minor environments. For example, our what's on our desk. Yeah. How our room look like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe our room is very messy, so that's we feel this is an untight environment. But actually, we can do something to change the environment, become better. So yeah, and what I want to say is sometimes we focus on the big environment, but we ignore the small environments that actually is the environment we deal with it. We stay in that all the times.
Yeah, which also we can have much control on, right?
Yeah. Okay, so this is about the environment. So is the first point is about the focus. Shift your focus on something that you can change, and also because if it's something like that, if something that you cannot change at current moment, so you don't focus on. You focus on something that you can change. So small changes and small improvement will lead to big difference. This is the environment. What is the last? I suddenly forget the last one.
Okay, just now we have discussed diet, stress, environment, exercise. How about sleep?
Oh yeah, the sleep. Yeah. So the sleep, we also have some discussion in the past, which is we cannot sleep too long time. We also cannot sleep like too less. And maybe our bed quality and also our pillow quality is also matter. And the temperature and also the light. We need to stay in a dark room so we can have a better quality. This is also something that have proven by scientists. And also quiet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But another thing we can change. Another thing we can change because some people find hard to change these things. For example, the darkness and also
the quietness.
The quietness, and also maybe the temperature.
Yeah.
And also the bad quality, and also like the pillow, because it spend you some money.
Yeah.
And also it's hard to find the suitable ones. Okay, but how about the sleeping hours and also the sleeping the time you sleep and also the time you wake up?
Yeah.
Some people for some people their sleeping hours is not fixed. Sometimes for weekday, they sleep like for example like 11 to 7. But for weekend they sleep from like
1 or 2 o'clock.
yeah, 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. to the next day afternoon. Maybe like 11 a.m. and 12 a.m. So they skip a diet. Yeah, they skip the breakfast. So it linked to the diet. Yeah. So this is something that we can change, and I would say it is easy to change, but it costs you nothing. It actually costs you nothing. Yeah. but for some people, their work is required. Their job nature, is require them to sometimes work in the morning, sometimes work in the midnight, and this is something called the shift. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have the shift time schedule.
Yeah.
So that for this kind of people, they cannot do that. Yeah, and yeah, and maybe for this kind of people, okay, first I'm not sure whether this will hurt your health in long term, because there are no because there's no a very a very strong scientific research show this. Yeah, because it this kind of scientific research requires a very, very long time following. So maybe they need to follow the people who have this shift time schedule.
Yeah. And maybe
Like 10 years, 20 years. Yeah.
yeah, maybe they
And
are, and we can do some research from the internet.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But another problem is, how about the sampling? Yeah. So how about sampling?
Not big enough.
Yeah. And also, how about the contra effects from others? For example, this sleeping. Okay. For example, if they have this kind of time schedules, but their work, okay, but they can manage. But how about for some people, they can manage their stress? Yeah. So what I want to say is, this kind of working hours, this kind of unfixed working hours didn't give them the stress. Yeah. So they still feel energetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they already adapt. They already adapt the sleeping hours, the working hours. For example, let's say Monday they will sleep like let's say they also change their sleeping hours to that. For example, uh in the midnight, their working hours is start from, let's say, 9 p.m. To morning, let's say 7 p.m. Okay, and if they start working on morning, so their working hours is also like start from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay. Okay. And
Yeah.
then how can they allocate the sleeping hours? Okay. And they can find the intersections. They can find the intersection, which means their resting times, their non-working hours, the intersection of these two schedules, the intersection of the non-working hours in these two schedules. So that
Yeah.
means 9 to 7, and also say 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and also 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. Okay, and then they don't choose to sleep in either 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. They don't sleep between these hours, and also the night. Either one. So 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. They
Yeah.
they sleep between the hours. So they sleep between these two schedules.
Yeah.
They sleep between these two schedules. So that means they can choose their sleeping times from 7 p.m. 9 to 7. Okay, let me find the okay, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, and 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, so yeah, okay, most of their working hours, uh, say, most of the hours is have the intersections, but they can choose. For example, they can choose. Let's say if you want to sleep like 7 hours, so you can sleep from, let's say, 4 p.m. Okay, 4 p.m. to about like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so is 4, 5, 6, 9. Is it 4 p.m. to 11 p.m.? Yeah, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah,
So
7 hours.
yeah, so this is a time. This is a time. You can fix your sleeping hours at this period. Yeah. So yeah. So maybe okay. Let's say maybe Monday you work from morning to evening to 7 p.m. And then uh the next day normally is your rest day. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally is your rest day, and then you wait, you don't sleep. Hey, wait a minute. It's quite okay. It's hard to plan now. Okay, it's hard to plan now, and I couldn't give distinct plans currently. Okay, and but this idea is I read from some book. The idea is I read from some book, which is means that you try to fix your sleeping hours.
Oh, you mean even working for different shifts in a week, then we try to find a sleeping time which is the same for every day?
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
it's something this kind of idea. Is this concept? Yeah,
Mm,
but currently I cannot schedule the sleeping. I cannot schedule the sleeping hours. Yeah, because it require me to have some thinking, and it
yeah.
takes times. Maybe I need to take like 15 minutes to 20 minutes to think about this. Yeah, I need to work out. I need to work out the working hours in morning season and also in the night seasons.
Yeah.
For the day and also for their rest day. So I can plan for that. But definitely we can plan for that. Yeah. So we can we can find the times. We can find the times that maybe in if you work in the morning and then after you come back, okay, and after you come back and uh, you may sleep. Yeah, you can sleep. Okay, but when you work uh but when you work in the midnight and then after you come back in morning, okay, after you come back in morning and
Yeah.
then you don't sleep first. Yeah, you don't sleep first.
Mm,
Okay, and then you wait a few hours. Yeah, wait a few hours and then you start to sleep.
yeah.
Okay. So okay, let's say okay, okay. I try to give a schedule. Okay, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. is your working hours, and then another is a 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. Okay, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Is it the same working hours as 9 p.m. to 7 a.m.? 7.
Uh,
9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Is
5. Why the hours is so long? Okay.
21.
Okay. Let
14
us
hours.
change. Okay. Let us change a bit. Okay. I tried to change to. I
8
tried to
hours.
change to. Okay. I change to 8 hours, but including one's lunchtime. Okay. For example, 9 to 6. Okay, 9 to 6, and then I move forward. So is the start from 7. Start from 7. So that means it's 7 to 4. Is it? 7 to 4.
Yeah, 7 to 4.
Yeah. So it's 9 hours. So another okay, it could be like start from 7 p.m. Okay, start from 7 p.m. and work until also 7 a.m. Is it? I think it will be the same, right? So the first one is 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then the second one is 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. Same working hours, right? Yeah, I think it's same.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so the time between it the time between it is actually 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Right? 4, 5, 6. So it is 3 hours. So that you can sleep in these 3 hours. So that means, but definitely you don't sleep only 3 hours. Okay, so let's say 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then you move forward and then you move backward for the sleeping hours. So 3 p.m. to like 8 p.m. and then so this is 5 hours. So 5 hours to 6 hours to 7 hours is 2 p.m. 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah. So yeah, so you can fix your sleeping hours at this period. Yeah. So even though on your rest day, for example, yeah, because in the mornings, okay, yeah, some work is like this. Yeah, really some work is like this. Maybe Monday. Monday you need to work in morning, so 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then the next day you need to start work from 7 p.m.
Wow.
Okay, start work from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. Yeah. So in this case you cannot sleep until 9 p.m. because yeah, and if you sleep to 9 p.m. in the next day and then yeah. So you just miss the job. You're late. So you can move forward a bit. So that's mean after you come back from work, okay, and then you don't sleep immediately. You don't sleep immediately, and then you wait. You do something. And then you sleep after you wake up, and then you prepare, and then you go to work. Yeah. And maybe the next day is rest. The next day is the maybe you need to shift to morning again. Yeah, then you do this. But most of the job in my knowledge is something like this. Maybe okay, it's like this. Monday, Tuesday is morning seasons, and then Wednesday is your rest day. Yeah, Wednesday is your rest day, and then Thursday and Friday is the night shift, the night seasons. Okay, and then you have another rest day. You have another rest day in Saturday. Yeah, and then so maybe Sunday and Sunday to Monday is start from another shift. you start from another shift. So it's morning, one rest day, 2 morning, one rest day, and 2 night shift, and then 1 rest day. So it continually like this. Or maybe sometimes it's 2, or maybe sometimes it's 2 morning shift, 2 morning shifts, and then 1 rest, and then 2 night shift, and then 1 rest. So you rest 2 days per week, five working days per week.
Yeah.
So it's something like that. So if this is your time schedule, so you can plan better. You can plan better. So you can fix your sleeping time. Yeah. So even though on your rest day, you sleep at that period. Yeah. Okay. So go back to our topic, which I want to say is, how about if some people, they can change their sleeping hours and then fix in a period. Yeah. A relatively similar period. Yeah, because we also not sleep in the exact fixed period all the time. Sometimes we sleep at 9, sometimes we sleep at 10, sometimes we sleep at 11.
Yeah.
And then we wake up, maybe sometimes it's 8, sometimes 7, but we have a relatively fixed sleeping hours. So these kind of people, they still can achieve this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we also not sure if the people who get this and also they have enough sleeping hours and they have a good sleeping quality, just about this different sleeping time, sleeping times, whether it have bad effect, whether it have the impact to our health. Yeah, there's no enough evidence to prove it actually hurt our health. Yeah. So it means that we don't actually need to always sleep at night. Yeah, of course, sleep at night is better.
Yeah, and one reason of sleeping at night is better that I know is the sunlight.
Yeah, the sunlight. But you can keep your room as dark as possible.
No, I mean actually for human we need some sunlight. If you work in the office, and then after you I mean you work in the office during the day, all day, and then you couldn't get enough sunlight, that will also be a problem.
That is about the vitamin D.
Yeah.
And that is about the vitamins. And we can replicate the environment. Yeah. And for those people who have this kind of sleeping hours, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., they still can receive the sunlight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about if they also can receive the sunlight, and then will it be the factor? Will it still be the factor? The different sleeping hours will still be the factor to their health.
Yeah, it's a question mark, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think at least like you said, they need to fix the sleeping hours.
Yeah. So this is something they can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is about the sleep.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, that's all for my sharing.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so that's all for our today conversation. How do you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocal grammar mistake that we made, please also comment to let us know, because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like and subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.